The invitation was sitting on my kitchen counter when I got home from work. Cream cardstock, my mother's handwriting. Celebrating Rebecca's achievement. Family dinner. Saturday, 7 p.m. Marcello's private room. Someone had crossed out Rebecca's achievement in pencil. Above it, in the same handwriting, double celebration. I didn't know what that meant yet. I should have asked. My name is Rebecca Chen. I'm 26. I work as a research coordinator at a biotech company in Austin, Texas. And I had just finished my master's degree in molecular biology. Nights and weekends for 2 years while working full-time. My mom had offered to throw me a graduation dinner. I said yes, because I wanted to believe she was finally proud of me. That pencil mark should have been my warning, because 3 hours into that dinner, my own mother stood up, tapped her wine glass, and announced my little brother's engagement to a room full of relatives who didn't even know I had graduated. And then, 20 minutes after that, the dean of my graduate program walked through the restaurant doors, looked straight at me, and said the words that changed everything. If you want to know what happened next, keep reading. I need to take you back 6 years so you understand how we got here. My younger brother Tyler has always been the golden child, not because he's smarter, kinder, or more talented, because he's easier. He tells my mother what she wants to hear. He shows up to family dinners with stories about his sales job, his golf club, and his new condo by the lake. I'm the one who got the full ride to UT. I'm the one who graduated summa cum laude. I'm the one who got published in a peer-reviewed journal while still an undergrad. My mother's response when I told her I'd been accepted into the master's program? Graduate school is just you running away from real life, Rebecca. I remember standing in her kitchen. She was washing lettuce. She didn't even turn around. I said, "Mom, this is a highly competitive program. It's a huge opportunity." She said, "Tyler is already making 6 figures. You're going to be a student again?" I stopped expecting her approval after that. I worked my research job during the day, running lab protocols, managing data, coordinating with principal investigators. At night, I had classes. On weekends, I wrote papers. 2 years. I never asked my family for money. I never asked them to come to my presentations. I just put my head down and did the work. When I defended my thesis in April, my advisor, Dr. Rashid, shook my hand and said, "You are one of the best students I've ever taught." I didn't tell my mom that part. I knew she wouldn't care. But when she called at the end of May and said she wanted to throw a dinner to celebrate my graduation, I let myself hope. Just a little. "Nothing fancy," she said. "Just family. Marcello's has a private room. I'll take care of everything." I said yes. That was my first mistake. The trouble started 2 weeks before the dinner. I texted my mom asking for the guest list, just so I'd know how many people to expect. She sent a list of 12. My parents, Tyler, my aunt and uncle, my 2 cousins, my dad's sister, and a few of my mom's book club friends. Normal, reasonable. Then, 3 days before the dinner, I got a revised list. Now it was 17 people. Tyler's girlfriend Shayna had been added. Fine, they'd been dating 8 months. But also on the list, Shayna's parents, and her younger sister. I called my mom. "Why are Shayna's parents coming to my graduation dinner?" "Rebecca, don't be rude. They're practically family. I've met them once. Well, they're lovely people, and Shayna specifically asked if they could come." I wasn't going to say no. I felt that familiar tightness in my chest, the one I always get when my mom makes me feel irrational for having boundaries. "Okay," I said. "No problem." It was a problem, but that wasn't even the worst part. The day before the dinner, my mom texted, "Wear something nice. Photos." I replied, "Photos?" She didn't answer. I arrived at Marcello's at 6:55 p.m. on Saturday in a navy dress and the necklace my dad gave me when I finished undergrad. The private room was in the back, past the main dining area, soft lighting, long table set for 18. 18, not 17. My mom was already there in a cream blazer and too much perfume. She kissed my cheek. "You look tired." "I'm fine, Mom." "Did you bring your diploma? I wanted to take pictures." I hadn't brought my diploma. It was still in the university's cardboard envelope. I hadn't even framed it yet. "Didn't think to bring it." She sighed. "Well, that's a shame." Tyler arrived 10 minutes later with Shayna and her entire family. Shayna's mom was holding a bakery box. Her dad had a bottle of champagne. I looked at my mother. "You asked them to bring things?" "I thought it would be nice," she said. Then she turned to greet Shayna's parents like they were old friends. That's when I realized what this was really about. Dinner started at 7:30. My mom sat at the head of the table. I was 3 seats down, between my cousin Jenna and my dad's sister, Aunt Paula. Tyler and Shayna sat directly across from my mom, with Shayna's parents on either side of them, center of attention. My dad tried. He raised his glass during appetizers and said, "To Rebecca, who worked incredibly hard and earned her master's degree, we're proud of you." A few people clinked glasses. My aunt said, "Here, here." My mom gave a tight smile and said, "Yes, congratulations, sweetheart," then immediately turned to Shayna's mom and started talking about an organic farmer's market. I ate my salad, tried to ignore the knot in my stomach. Then something felt off. The server brought the main courses, and my mom stood up. She tapped her wine glass with her fork, that clear, ringing sound that makes everyone go quiet. "I want to thank everyone for being here tonight," she said. Her voice was warm, rehearsed. "This is a very special night for our family." I waited for her to mention my degree, my 2 years of work, anything. Instead, she turned to Tyler. "As some of you know, Tyler and Shayna have been dating for almost a year now, and tonight we have wonderful news to share." My stomach dropped. Tyler stood up. He was smiling. He reached into his jacket pocket and pulled out a small velvet box. Shayna's hand flew to her mouth. She was crying. Happy tears, the kind people cry when they already know what's coming. "Shayna," Tyler said, "I love you. Will you marry me?" She said yes. Obviously, she said yes. The room erupted. Shayna's mom was sobbing. My mom was hugging Tyler. Champagne glasses appeared out of nowhere. I sat there, hands in my lap, watching my graduation dinner turn into my brother's engagement party. My mom looked at me once, just once, over the noise and chaos. Her eyes said, "Don't make a scene." I didn't. I smiled. I clapped. I said congratulations when Shayna showed me the ring, but inside I was screaming. For the next 40 minutes, no one mentioned my degree, not once. Shayna's dad gave a toast about young love. My aunt asked about wedding venues. My cousin Jenna pulled out her phone and started showing Shayna bridesmaid dress photos. I sat there, smiling, nodding, saying nothing. My mom was in her element. She was talking floral arrangements, guest lists, how she'd always wanted to help plan a wedding. At one point, she looked across the table at me and said, "Rebecca, you'll be a bridesmaid, right?" Everyone turned to look at me. "Of course," I said. What else was I supposed to say? Then my phone buzzed. I looked down. A text from Dr. Rashid, my thesis advisor. "Rebecca, Dean Ochoa has been trying to reach you. Please call her when you can. Important." I frowned. Texted back, "Is everything okay?" 3 dots. Then. She didn't say, just that it was urgent. My mom noticed me looking at my phone. "Rebecca, we're eating." "It's my advisor," I said. "Something's going on at the university. I'm sure it can wait." She said it's urgent. My mom's smile sharpened. "It's always something with you in that school. Can't you just be present for your family for once?" I felt my face heat up. This was supposed to be about my graduation. The table went quiet. My mother's expression didn't change. And we're all very proud of you, sweetheart. But right now we're celebrating Tyler and Shayna. Let's not be selfish. Selfish. She said it so sweetly, like she was gently correcting a child. I put my phone face down on the table. I wish I could say that was the end. Dessert arrived. A huge cake from the bakery Shayna's mom brought. White frosting, gold lettering that read, "Congratulations, Tyler and Shayna." Not a single mention of my name. My phone buzzed again. This time it was a call. The screen read, "Dean Maria Ochoa." I stood up. "I have to take this." My mother's voice was ice. "Rebecca, sit down. It's the dean of my program. And this is your brother's engagement celebration. You're being incredibly rude." I looked at my dad. He was staring at his plate, silent. No help there. I answered and stepped into the hallway outside the private room. "Ms. Chen?" Dean Ochoa's voice was clipped, urgent. "I've been trying to reach you for an hour." "I'm sorry. I'm at a family dinner. Is something wrong?" "You were supposed to be at the graduate recognition ceremony tonight at 7 p.m. in the main auditorium. We had your name in the program. We were going to announce the Hartwell Fellowship." My heart stopped. "What fellowship?" A pause. "You didn't get my emails?" "No. What emails?" "I sent you 4 messages over the past 3 weeks. The Hartwell Fellowship is a fully funded research position with an $85,000 annual stipend. You were selected. We were going to announce it publicly tonight and present you with the award. You didn't show." My hands were shaking. "I never received any emails. I sent them to your university address and your personal email. I also called your cell twice this week and left voicemails." I checked my phone. No missed calls from her number. No voicemails. "Dean Ochoa, I swear I didn't get anything." Another pause, then, "Stay where you are. I'm coming to you." "What? What restaurant are you at?" "Marcello's, but I'll be there in 15 minutes. She hung up. I stood in the hallway staring at my phone, trying to process what the hell was happening. Then I opened my email. I searched for Dean Ochoa. Nothing in my inbox. I checked spam. Nothing. I checked trash. Empty. But that wasn't even the strangest part. I logged into my university email account through my phone's browser. Went to settings. Checked my filters and forwarding rules. There was a forwarding rule I didn't recognize. Every email from Dean Ochoa's address was being automatically forwarded to another email, and then deleted from my inbox. The email they were being forwarded to? My mother's. I walked back into the private room. My mom was cutting the cake. Tyler and Shayna were taking pictures with Shayna's parents. I stood at the edge of the table. I didn't sit. "Mom," I said. My voice was steady, calm. "Did you set up a forwarding rule in my university email?" She looked up, smiled. "What are you talking about?" "My university email. Someone set up a rule to forward messages from the dean to your email address. Was it you?" The room went quiet again. But this time it was a different kind of silence. My mother laughed, light, dismissive. "Rebecca, I wouldn't even know how to do that. You're a real estate agent. You use email filters for client leads every single day." Her smile vanished. "I think you're confused. The dean just called me. She said I was supposed to be at a ceremony tonight. She said I won the Hartwell Fellowship. She sent me 4 emails. I never got them." My dad looked up. "What's the Hartwell Fellowship?" "It's a research position," I said, "with an $85,000 stipend." Shayna's dad whistled. "That's incredible." My mom set the cake knife down. "Well, if you won something, congratulations. But I don't know anything about your email." "She's coming here," I said. "The dean. She's on her way." Tyler laughed. Wait, the dean of your program is coming to the restaurant? She said she'd be here in 15 minutes. My mother's face went pale, just for a second. Then she recovered. This is ridiculous. Why would she do that? Because I didn't show up to the ceremony, and she thinks something's wrong. My Aunt Paula was watching us, eyes narrowed. Linda, did you do something? I didn't do anything, my mom said. But her voice was too loud, too defensive. I pulled out my phone, showed the screenshot of the email forwarding rule. This is your email address. She didn't look at the screen. I don't know how that got there. Mom, maybe you set it up and forgot. I didn't set it up. The door to the private room opened. Dean Ochoa walked in. She was a tall woman in her 50s, wearing a blazer and jeans, carrying a leather portfolio. Behind her was a younger guy with a camera bag, the university photographer, I realized. She scanned the room, found me, and walked straight over. Ms. Chen, she said, I'm glad you're okay. I'm so sorry, I said. I didn't know about the ceremony. I figured that out. She looked at my mother. You're Rebecca's mother? My mom stood up, adjusted her blazer. Yes. Linda Chen. Is there a problem? Dean Ochoa opened her portfolio. She pulled out a stack of printed emails. I sent Rebecca 4 emails over the past 3 weeks regarding the Hartwell Fellowship, she said. According to our IT department, every one of those emails was opened, but not by Rebecca. They were opened from an IP address registered to a residential address in Round Rock. She looked at my mother. That's your address, correct? My mother's mouth opened, closed. I also called Rebecca's cell phone twice this week and left voicemails, Dean Ochoa continued. Those voicemails were accessed and deleted remotely, again from the same IP address. My dad stood up. Linda, what the hell did you do? Dean Ochoa placed the printed emails on the table. On November 2nd, I sent Rebecca an email informing her she had been selected for the Hartwell Fellowship and inviting her to a meeting to discuss terms. That email was opened at 9:47 a.m. From your IP address, Mrs. Chen. She pointed to the timestamp on the printout. On November 6th, I sent a follow-up email asking Rebecca to confirm her attendance at the recognition ceremony. That email was opened at 2:15 p.m. from the same IP. Another printout. Another timestamp. On November 10th, I sent a third email with ceremony details and asked Rebecca to confirm attendance. Opened at 11:03 a.m. My mother was shaking her head. This is a mistake. On November 14th, yesterday, I sent a final email asking if Rebecca still planned to attend. That email was opened at 8:32 a.m. Dean Ochoa looked at me. Rebecca, were you at your mother's house on any of those dates? No, I said. I work full-time. I'm almost never there. Mrs. Chen, Dean Ochoa said, did you access your daughter's university email account? My mother's face was red. I don't have her password. You wouldn't need the password if she logged in on a device in your home and the browser saved the credentials, Dean Ochoa said, or if you had access to her phone. I remembered. Thanksgiving weekend. I stayed at my parents' house for 2 nights. I'd checked my university email on my mom's laptop because mine was dead. I'd stayed logged in. You read my emails, I said. My mother looked at me. Her eyes were desperate. Rebecca, you don't understand. You read my emails and didn't tell me about the fellowship. I was trying to protect you. Protect me from what? From making another mistake. Her voice cracked. You've spent your whole life chasing these academic achievements, and where has it gotten you? You're 26 with student debt and no real career, and you were about to commit to 2 more years of research for what? A stipend? I stared at her. Tyler has a career, she went on. He has a future. He's getting married. He's building a life. And you're still playing student. Dean Ochoa's voice cut through. Mrs. Chen, The Hartwell Fellowship is one of the most prestigious research positions in molecular biology. It includes full funding, publication budget, and a direct pathway to a PhD program or senior research position in industry. You didn't protect your daughter, you sabotaged her. The room went dead silent. Shayna's mom was staring at my mother like she'd grown a second head. Tyler looked at me. "Beck, I didn't know." "I know," I said. Dean Ochoa turned to me. "Rebecca, the fellowship is still yours if you want it. The review committee was unanimous. I drove here tonight because I wasn't going to let this opportunity slip away from you." I looked at my mother. She was crying now. Angry, humiliated tears. "I'll take it," I said. Dean Ochoa smiled. "Good. We'll do the official presentation Monday morning in my office. But I brought the photographer tonight because I wanted to document this moment." She nodded to the photographer. He raised his camera. "Rebecca Chen," Dean Ochoa said, "on behalf of the College of Natural Sciences, it is my honor to award you the Hartwell Fellowship." She pulled a folder from her portfolio and handed it to me. Inside was a certificate and a letter outlining the terms. The photographer's flash went off. My mother turned and walked out of the room. My dad followed her. The rest of us stood there in the awful silence. Then Shayna's dad cleared his throat. "Well, congratulations, Rebecca." "Thank you," I said. Jenna leaned over and whispered, "Your mom is insane." I didn't disagree. Dean Ochoa stayed for another 10 minutes. She explained the fellowship terms: $85,000 annual stipend, full benefits, lab space and equipment access, publication support, and a direct line to the PhD program if I wanted it. It was everything I'd worked for. Everything my mother had tried to take from me. When Dean Ochoa left, I sat back down at the table. The cake was still there, half cut. The champagne glasses were still full. Tyler looked at me. "I'm sorry." "It's not your fault," I said. "She planned all of this," he said. "The engagement, the dinner. She told me you'd want to share the celebration." I laughed. It came out bitter. She didn't want to share anything. She wanted to bury me. Shayna reached across the table and squeezed my hand. "For what it's worth, I think you're amazing." "Thank you," I said. My dad came back into the room 20 minutes later, alone. "Your mom went home," he said. "She's upset." "Good," I said. He sat next to me. "Rebecca, I didn't know what she was doing." "You never know, Dad. You never ask." He winced, but he didn't argue. I looked at Tyler. "Congratulations on your engagement. Seriously, I'm happy for you." "Thanks," he said. He looked miserable. I stood up. "I'm leaving." "You don't have to go," my dad said. "Yes," I said. "I do." I grabbed my purse. I walked out of Marcello's into the cool November night. I sat in my car for a long time, staring at the fellowship letter. Then I called Dr. Rashid. "Rebecca," he said. "Dean Ochoa told me what happened. Are you okay?" "I'm okay," I said. "I'm better than okay. I got the fellowship." "You deserve it," he said. "And I'm so sorry about your mom." "Me too," I said. When I got home, I logged into my university email and changed my password, deleted the forwarding rule, set up two-factor authentication. Then I blocked my mother's number. Not forever, just for now. I needed space to breathe. The next morning, my phone buzzed with messages. "Aunt Paula, I'm so proud of you. Your mom crossed a line." Jenna, "OMG Beck, that was insane. You're a legend." Dad, "Can we talk?" I ignored my dad's message. I wasn't ready. On Monday, I went to Dean Ochoa's office for the official fellowship presentation. Dr. Rashid was there. So was the department chair and 2 members of the review committee. They took pictures. shook my hand, told me I was going to do great things. I believed them. That afternoon, I got an email from my mother. Subject line: "I'm sorry." I didn't open it. 2 weeks later, my dad called. I answered. "Your mom wants to apologize," he said. "She sent an email," I said. I didn't read it. "She's ashamed." "She should be." There was a long pause. Then my dad said, "I'm sorry too, Beck. I should have stood up for you. I should have seen what she was doing." "Yeah," I said. "You should have. Can I take you to lunch?" I thought about it. Okay. We met at a place near campus. My dad ordered coffee and pancakes. I got a veggie omelet. "Your mom has always struggled with your success," he said. "I think it makes her feel like she failed." "That's not my problem," I said. "I know," he said. "But I want you to understand where it comes from." "I don't care where it comes from, Dad. She tried to destroy an opportunity that could have changed my life. If Dean Ochoa hadn't come to that restaurant, I would have lost the fellowship. Do you understand that?" He nodded. "I understand." "And you didn't say a word. You sat there and let her turn my graduation dinner into Tyler's engagement party." "I know. So what are you going to do about it?" He looked at me. "What do you want me to do?" "I want you to stop enabling," I said. "I want you to tell her what she did was unforgivable. I want you to support me for once." He was quiet for a long time. Then he said, "Okay." I didn't know if he meant it, but it was a start. It's been 6 months since that dinner. I started the Hartwell Fellowship in January. I'm working on a research project studying protein interactions in cancer cells. It's challenging, exhausting, and exactly where I want to be. I talk to my dad once a week. We're rebuilding. I talk to Tyler every couple of weeks. He and Shayna are getting married in June. I'm a bridesmaid. We're okay. I haven't spoken to my mother. She sent emails, texts, asked my dad to pass messages. I'm not ready. Maybe someday I will be. Maybe not. But here's what I learned. You can't make someone value you. You can't force someone to be proud of you. And you can't shrink your own success to make another person comfortable. My mother spent years trying to make me smaller. She dismissed my achievements. She centered my brother in every family moment. And when I finally accomplished something she couldn't ignore, she tried to bury it. She failed. Because I didn't need her approval to succeed. I didn't need her validation to know my worth. I needed the fellowship. I needed the support of people like Dean Ochoa and Dr. Rashid, who saw what I was capable of and fought for me. I needed to stop waiting for my mother to be the mom I deserved and start building the life I earned. So that's what I did. And I'm not looking back. If you've ever gone through something like this, if someone in your family tried to sabotage your success or make you feel small, tell me in the comments. What did you do? How did you move forward? And if you're still in it, still fighting for your family to see you, listen to this. You don't need their permission to be extraordinary. You already are.